In fact, we are learning of a lot more that is now happening as far as the n number of twists and turns in the Delhi hit and run case is concerned. What we are also now flashing on our screens, remember, is important. Now, we do know that the MHA, remember, had sought a report. That report already now has gone to the Ministry of Home Affairs. Anuj is also joining us live. He has more insight into what we do know. Now, you know, Anuj, this story clearly is unbelievable. Whether it's the police's version, it is what not Nidhi, the friend, had said. And also, you know, in a number of CCTV footages that we have seen, whether it's the time that Nidhi is actually seen returning back home, Anuj, versus the claim that Nidhi had made. And also, I think the time of the accident. So the entire sequence of events, Anuj, is pretty unclear. Now, I want to know why today the police has not been able to establish the clear chain of events, and what is it that we know so far that is raising only and only more questions.
Well, exactly, Deepti, this is the bigger question at this point in time, that till now, where the police was. When we are talking about this girl, Nidhi, the mysterious girl who came in light after 24 hours, and then police came to know that there is one more girl who was there at the scooty. And finally, when we broke the CCTV footage, then the police personnel, the police team was there at the doorstep of Nidhi. They collected the CCTV from that very area where the CCTV was, which was showing Nidhi entering at her residence. We talked to an eyewitness over there, and then it was the police personnel who were at the doorstep of Nidhi. Let me tell you, we were talking to several eyewitnesses over there, and what they were saying they have never been questioned till now. Nobody, no police has asked anyone what exactly has happened on that very night. Even we were talking to the eyewitness who saw Nidhi entering at her residence, and he told us how she was hurt, and there were some injuries on her body, and she was in the panic mode. On the other hand, let me tell you, if we talk about the lapses which was clearly seen, and from the day one, what we are talking about is, now this is the report which is going to be submitted to the MHA. A committee was constituted of the senior officials. In that very report, some of the text of that report, let me go through, because through our sources we are getting the information what is going to be there in that particular report. So first, let me tell you that the first PCR call was received at 2:18. At 2:18, in which a person told about the accident.
Okay.
Second was at 2:20, and this was the third, which was at 3:24. Then at 4:26 and 4:27, a person named Sahil made a second PCR call, and then told dead body of a woman was lying on the road. So you can understand the time gap.
Okay.
There, the police is giving the clarification. There were a lot of fog. There were numbers of even police station in between in this 30-kilometer area, what we are talking about since from the day one. And then the police is giving a clarification. There were numbers of PCR which were looking on the road, but then too there was so much fog, and they were not able to nab these people. This was reported, rather
But
in this
Anuj,
particular
Anuj.
report, it has been written, what I have been told through my sources.
Yes.
Yes, Deepti.
Anuj, what we'll do is we also have the family who's speaking to Republic. So what we'll do is actually we'll play out what the brother has said so far. Because do remember, there are serious contradictions, and not just what Nidhi, the eyewitness, the only eyewitness to the entire hit and run case, now has spoken, whether it's about the mention of alcohol, whether this is about the timing, it's about her phone. Because I do remember, Anuj, she said that I lost my phone. When people asked her that, listen, why didn't you not make a PCR call? She said, I lost my phone in the accident. But in the CCTV footage that we are playing out on our screens, you can actually see Nidhi with her phone. So whose phone was that? Is Nidhi lying? Can her version be trusted? Those are all the questions, Anuj, that we have to keep our spotlight on. And I'm just going to come back to you in 30 seconds. Let's also quickly get in our colleague Aishwarya, who's getting us more insight into what the MHA possibly could be doing. Now, Aishwarya, this is a case that has grabbed national attention. After Nirbhaya, what has changed? This is what people are asking, Aishwarya. Now that the MHA has a report, will heads roll? Will there be action against the cops?
There is only one possibility, an action, and as you said, heads have to roll. There are 8 specific officers whose name has been mentioned in that report. 4 particular points of faults. First, of picketing. Second, of PCR response. third of the whole system, and also of at least 4 police stations under which that stretch of 12 to 13 kilometer road falls. There was no response. Even after the eyewitnesses calling the PCR, they did not respond. The cops, which were supposed to be the first responders and were supposed to be present on the picketing, because what we are being told, there were supposedly 2 particular picketings which should have been there and were ordered by the seniors and was in the plan. But those picketings were not in place, point number first, and if they were, then where were the beat constables there? So all of this has been kept in mind, and in the report which has been submitted by the Delhi police to its reporting boss, that is the MHA, they have accepted the fault on their part. And hence, action has to follow. That is the only response to this report. When is the question, what we are being told, that the Home Secretary is going to be briefing the Home Minister today itself. And after that, we are being told that some serious action will be taken in this regard. But 8 officers, according to our information, have been mentioned who are supposedly responsible of the non-response from the team of the police officers on ground on the eve of New Year's, 3 a.m. in the morning, on that particular road of 10 to 12 kilometers, where there should have been at least 2 picketings and 3 PCR vans, which fall under the jurisdiction of 4 police stations. Back to you, Deep.
That is true. And, Aishwarya, this is something that happens in the national capital on a night that is most patrolled. And again, we put out those figures that 18,000 cops on the roads of Delhi apparently patrolling. But no one saw this entire accident. No one saw that Baleno, Aishwarya. This is the reason why heads absolutely have to roll. I thank you right now for adding more details to what we do know. Anuj, remember, has also been at the forefront of getting you that entire coverage. And as we quickly head into a break, this image that you see on your screens, if you look at it very, very closely, this is the friend. This is the friend Nidhi, who after the accident, remember, completely vanishes into thin air. She is quiet. She says nothing to the cops. She says absolutely nothing to the family of Anjali. And she has been produced by the Delhi police as the only eyewitness to the entire case. But the crucial question is about the many contradictions in Nidhi's version. You're reading one such contradiction on your screens. We will continue to keep our spotlight on that big story.